Jenna and Jeremy.
In August 2020, we bought an RV.
In September 2020, we sold everything and hit the road full time.
Follow our adventures as we explore more of our incredible planet Earth.
Don't forget to press that subscribe button and turn on post notifications for weekly travel videos.
You can find us on Instagram at Quench Your Adventure. Now on to the good stuff. The road has taken us to Southwest Texas, home of Big Bend National Park in the small town of Terlingua with a population of around 110 people. The Big Bend here is referring to the Rio Grande, which is the river that forms part of the border between USA and Mexico. Let's talk about how you might get here. If you're flying, the closest airport is Midland International Air and Spaceport between Midland and Odessa, Texas. The El Paso Airport is about 4.5 hours away. In San Antonio, about 6 hours away. As full-time RVers who also work full-time, we're pretty go with the flow, but this park requires some planning. We spent 3 nights in the area, which we would recommend as a minimum trip length. This video guide will be based on that experience. With such a remote area, lodging is limited. We drove in from the north through a town called Marathon, which looked like it did have a few lodging options. On our first partial day, we had just enough time to squeeze in a great hike before dark. The road to the Balanced Rock Trail is very rugged and narrow. We actually ended up stopping a mile before the trailhead because the road basically gets worse as you go and the next section just looked too risky for us. All right, today we are feeling it that we have like a 26-foot RV and yeah, I don't know if we were meant to go down this road here in Big Bend.
It was very loud, very bumpy, very dippy, very holy, and we had to keep moving out of the way.
But yeah, we're 10 feet wide, so anytime a vehicle comes by, especially a truck, we're like both trying to get in the bushes, and these are some unforgiving bushes, so. That's amazing. Guys, this adorable animal is a ringtail, a mammal within the raccoon family. We actually didn't know it existed before researching what we might see in Big Bend. It's smaller than a house cat and they only weigh around 2 to 3 pounds. We probably only saw it because somebody dropped their M&Ms, so we picked them up, and please try not to leave food around, guys. We were tempted to just sleep there in the RV, but we decided to respect the park rules and drove the hour back outside the park to Stillwell. Typically, we try to boondock for free like this video from the Badlands, but there's not much for public land around here or in Texas in general, and dispersed camping inside the park takes planning and a reservation. Also, do not come here expecting good cell service. There are areas such as Panther Junction where you'll have some coverage, but it's very limited and non-existent in much of the area. Here's another animal that we were not familiar with. The javelina look like wild boar. They're a couple feet tall and weigh around 35 to 55 pounds. Fun fact, these little dudes have scent glands on their butts and they go around rubbing their little booties on rocks and stumps and each other to mark their territory. We woke up the next morning and met some new friends, Kyle and Michelle, aka the Wandering Shores. They helped us with a few things on the RV and then we drove back into the park together and towards the heart of the park, Chisos Basin. We actually had to wait just to get up to Chisos Basin because parking is limited and March can actually be pretty busy here at Big Bend because the weather's so great this time of year. The elevations range dramatically here in Big Bend from around 7,832 feet on Emery Peak down to about 1,800 feet along the Rio Grande. From Chisos Basin Lodge parking lot, there are a handful of hikes. We decided to hike the Basin Loop Trail with Kyle and Michelle. This is a nice trail that looks up at some really cool rock formations, but if your time is limited in the park, you might want to check out the Window Trail, which looks and sounds a bit more interesting from Kyle and Michelle's experience. And if you're a very serious hiker, head up the Emery Peak Trail for what must be some of the best views in the park. From the visitor center, we got to see a road runner. They're capable of short flights, but actually prefer to run around at speeds up to 20 miles per hour and are so fast they sometimes prey on rattlesnakes. Fun fact, more than 450 species of birds have been recorded at Big Bend National Park. That evening, we enjoyed a photo shoot and sunset along the Window View Trail, which was great. That second night was spent at the Chisos Mountain Lodge. We called earlier in the week to check availability, and the only reason we snagged a room was due to both a cancellation and only partial occupancy due to COVID. They're nice rooms with great views from the balcony, and it's worth it for the great location and proximity to awesome trails. And early the next morning, we got up to meet some new friends, Millie and Mandy, to hike the Lost Mine Trail. We're sitting in the van of Mandy and Millie.
Hi.
And we're gonna go do some hiking. It's early, we had to fight for a parking spot. It wasn't that bad. Yeah. And we're gonna hit the trails, hopefully see a nice sunrise. We're at Lost Mine. And maybe some wildlife, another ringtail, that'd be cool. All right guys, it's 7:19 and the parking lot is in fact full.
There's about maybe 20 spots here at the Lost Mine Trail.
We got one spot. We got one spot. This is one of the more popular trails in the park, but has a tiny parking area, so get here early. Wicked! Dang, we're not even like near the top of this hike. Oh, I think it just died.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, it still says it's recording. After the hike, we filmed a tour of Millie and Mandy's stunning van conversion that you can check out here. We shared a meal and then caravaned down from Chisos Basin to the Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive for some shenanigans. And for our third and final night here, we opted for some glamping at the beautiful Ocotillos village in Terlingua. We made a short video about the place and would highly recommend checking it out and booking a trip here. The next morning, we saw a coyote on our way into the park and went straight towards Santolena Canyon, hoping we'd have no issue getting a spot. The drive to Santolena Canyon is awesome, with tons of strange rock formations and a variety of colors. This is such a cool hike, and only 1.5 miles and about 600 feet of climbing, which really didn't feel like much in the moment. At the end of the trail, you're now standing next to the Rio Grande and have the option to wade over to Mexico. You're in a giant canyon, so it's not like you're actually crossing the border, but it's fun to get in the water. We waded through the water for maybe 1/4 mile, and the views are awesome. Such a fun playground. After the hike, the wind picked up like crazy and visibility completely dropped with all the dirt and dust in the air. It is a freaking dust storm going on here at the Santolena Canyon Overlook. It is just windy, like hiking through there. We probably should have had some buffs and safety goggles or something, but let's see what's going on. All right, we got some music playing, ravioli cooking, some half-burnt cookies, just vibing. And we're gonna walk right over here to our friend's house, see what's going on over here. Floor is lava, floor is lava. Oh! Sick, we got some salad. All right, fresh GoPro battery, we died. So Millie, what's going on in here?
Quesadillas, baby!
Quesadillas! Heck yeah, welcome to Mexico. That looks really good. Nice pan there too.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks to Mo and Blake, they gave us these pans.
Oh, nice.
Ours used to suck.
Yeah. Ooh, what kind of view we got there? Ooh, we like that. Oh gosh, you're not putting that sriracha in mine, are you?
No, I love my sriracha with everything for me.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys, if you want, you can put it yourself.
All right, everyone, that concludes our 3 nights, 4 days in Big Bend National Park. We hope this was entertaining and helpful if you're planning a trip here. There's an entire east section of the park that we did not experience due to closures, so take as much time as possible and plan accordingly. And if you like the video, please support us by hitting that thumbs up button and by subscribing for more weekly travel videos. We really appreciate the support and are always open to any feedback about improving our videos. See ya!